The Marcos Jr. administration launches its Bagong Pilipinas governance brand. Maynilad suspends water service interruptions in several areas after days of downpour. And habagat is expected to continue triggering rains over some parts of the country. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Riza Diaz. Now we begin the newscast with the government launching its Bagong Pilipinas governance slogan. Malacañang said the branding is reflective of the government's plan for inclusivity and social transformation. The logo for Bagong Pilipinas features a stylized Philippine flag with overlays of famous landmarks. Government agencies are required to adopt the new brand and incorporate the logo in official documents. This came after the controversial rebranding of the Tourism Department and PAGCOR. Now, Kabataan Party lists hopes that the Bagong Pilipinas rebranding will not up as a failure as it warns about government scams. Now, for kilusang magbubukid ng Pilipinas, pro-people reforms, not mere rebranding, will address economic challenges. Alakbayan also slammed the new governance brand, saying it will not conceal the stench of the administration. Meanwhile, the Senate reiterates its commitment to increase the daily wage of workers nationwide through legislation. In a radio interview, Senate President Zubiri said he stands firm on the proposed measure for a 150 peso across-the-board salary increase. Zubiri cited the recent Pulse Asia survey, which showed that raising the pay of workers is the second most urgent national concern next to inflation. The lawmaker said the upper chamber will push for the legislated wage hike despite the approval of a 40 peso daily salary increase in Metro Manila. The wage hike, which takes effect today, July 16, is being questioned by labor groups, saying it's not enough amid soaring prices of commodities. Motorists may see an increase in the prices of petroleum products in the coming days. Unioil Philippines projects that prices of diesel would go up by as much as 2 pesos and 10 centavos per liter, while gasoline prices will become more expensive by up to 2 pesos per liter. The Energy Department earlier attributed the potential hike to the planned supply cuts by the world's biggest exporters, as well as to higher demand in the world market. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. Maynilad has suspended service interruptions in several parts of Metro Manila. Now, these include portions of Caloocan, Malabon, Manila, Navotas, Quezon City, and Valenzuela. Maynilad said recent rains due to Dodong and Habagat have increased the water level in Ipo Dam. The water concessionaire said it will release an advisory if they need to resume service disruptions. Last week, daily water interruptions of at least 9 hours began as water level of dams declined. Now, over at Angat Dam, water rose slightly today but it still is below the normal operating level. As of 6 in the morning, water level in Angat logged in at 179.06 meters, about half a meter higher compared to yesterday. This is still below Angat's minimum operating capacity of 180 meters. The country has been experiencing rains from Tropical Storm Dodong and the enhanced Habagat. Several areas across Luzon saw flooding, most notably in Metro Manila along SLEX Bicutan. Monsoon rains will continue to pour over Zambales, Bataan, Occidental Mindoro, and Northern Palawan. Occasional rains are also expected over Metro Manila, Western Visayas, parts of Calabarzon, and Central Luzon. Dodong, which has left the Philippine area of responsibility, will likely continue to enhance the Habagat. Other countries in Asia have also experienced flooding due to torrential rains. Rescuers retrieved one more body from a submerged tunnel in South Korea. 9 people reportedly died in the tunnel, increasing the flooding fatalities to 35. In China, flash floods left vehicles and residents stuck in muddy water in parts of Chongqing and Inner Mongolia. Now, some residents have already been rescued by authorities from their inundated homes. And some residents of New Delhi in India struggle to survive in roadside tents in heavy rains amid heavy rains and floods. This comes after a major river reached its highest level, forcing evacuation for hundreds of people. And those are the top stories of the hour. I'm Riza Diaz. We are One News.